So the goal for this next hour and a half or so is going to be to really discover how do we have connection with each other. And what are these two different roles that we're doing? What is a leader? What is a follower? What are our different responsibilities? And how do we do things differently? So, let's talk for maybe 5 minutes. Who has ideas? What does it mean to be a leader and a follower? What are the differences? Any guesses? Any ideas? Talk. Are they the same thing? And it's just guys and girls. What is it? What's going on? Ideas.
Follow needs to give clear direction.
Say again?
A follower needs to give,
A follower needs to give clear direction. No, a leader needs to give clear direction. Okay, so leaders have to give directions and wants to be clear. What else? Something we just haven't thought about a lot. That's fine too. So that's why we're here. So let's think about two roles. These are roles, they're not genders. Historically, it is usually guys that lead, it is usually women that follow, especially in more macho Latin cultures where all these Latin dances come from. But as time progresses, things change, culture changes, and now we're getting a lot more women leaders, a lot more men followers. And I encourage everyone to practice both at least 10% of the time. So at least 10% of what you dance, do the role you don't really do all that often, because that will give you new perspective. Oh, that's what it's like to lead that. Or, oh, that's what I feel like when I'm following. And you'll change what you do. If you usually lead, you'll change how you lead. If you usually follow, you'll change how you follow for the better. The leader is going to be kind of like the driver in a car. Let's say we're on a road trip, and then the passenger is going to be the follower. The leader has a plan. You know, all right, we're going to go up this road, up that road, we're going to go to Yosemite, then we're going to do that, and all this cool stuff, and it's going to take 5 days, and everything else. The follower doesn't know. It's a surprise trip. They just know they're on a car journey, and it's going to be about 3, 4, 5 days, something. So then the leader's focused on the road. They're looking out for all the danger. They want to make sure they know, all right, where am I leading my follower? Make sure there's no sticks, there's no cups, there's no other people in the way to trip on, there's no steps, nothing crazy. They're looking out for the safety. The follower is part of the journey. They're not asleep in the passenger seat. They're still there, they're awake, they're looking at stuff, they're appreciating things. They're finding out where the journey goes. It is a conversation that we're having. We're still talking with each other. The follower might say something like, hey, I know we're going to Yosemite, but what if we stop by East Canyon on the way? The driver, the leader, might say, yeah, good idea, let's do it. Or they might not. That's up to you as a driver. You get to choose. As long as you listen and hear what they're saying. But critically, the follower, the passenger, isn't taking the steering wheel, demanding we go. That's backwards. That's for example. I'm going to give Ari a turn, and then I'm going to ask her to do a turn without me leading. So I'm going to give her a turn. Very nice. She's following. Great. I'm driving where I want to. So now I'm going to lift the hand, but I'm not going to prep her for a turn. She's going to turn on her own. Go, 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 go. Oh, no. Now she jammed that steering wheel. I'm going to turn. Let's please not do that as well. Because half the time you're fighting the lead. Dancing and martial arts are very similar, but dancing is cooperative, whereas martial arts are competitive. So if there's ever a moment as a follower that it feels like they're fighting your leader, they're probably doing the complete opposite of what they're asking you to do. So feel those moments where you're fighting, where it feels like you're wrestling. And as a leader, if you're having to fight your follower, you just kind of be sad because, well, they're doing a lot of bad things. And then you send them my way, and hopefully it will work out. So we're going to do a lot of exercises today, a lot of drills that will help build these senses into each other. We're going to do a walking drill first. So for this walking drill, we need to know how we walk. What we're going to do is let's all line up right here, facing to the wall, facing the windows. And we're going to walk how we normally walk, but very slowly. Wait until I say go to the window, and then backwards. For example, you're going to walk forward, and then walk backwards. The goal for this is for you to notice how you walk. Notice what part of your foot touches the ground first when you go forward, what part touches the ground last when you go back. Go ahead. It is a race, but the slowest person wins. The slowest person wins. Yes. And then when you get to the windows, you just go backwards. Yeah, face the windows. Stay facing the windows. But go backwards. Good. And just noticing which part of your feet are you touching the ground with first, which part are you touching with last. On balance, off balance, just regular old walk. Oh, yeah, here. There are things to be stepped on. So who noticed? How are you stepping? How are you walking? What part of your foot touches the ground first?
Forward. The front.
Yeah, forward is the heel. We heel strike, we roll over the foot. This is normal, regular roll walking. And when we go backwards, same idea, but in reverse, walk touches first and we roll over the heel. This is walking, this is not dancing. We need a dance walk now. So dancing walking is prioritizing the connection with the ball of the foot. So we're going to reach with the ball of the foot connecting there first. The heel will touch eventually, but the weight stays on the ball comes up last. So then we walk with soft knees. Notice my height isn't bouncing up and down. I'm not pulsing forward. Hold on, guys. I taught you the rest. I'll tell you to go when it's time to go. So, notice there's no pulsing. There's no bouncing. It's in control. We build control. Going backwards, very similarly. Ball of the foot first and ball of the foot last. Like there's a magnet. You've got to peel it off the ground. You've got to peel it off the ground. So now, we're going to go when I get out of the way. Go ahead. Nice and slow. Ball first, ball last, eyes up. Eyes up. Good. This is dancing walking, dancing walking. Aim for smoothness of motion. I do see a lot of pulsing. Good. Same idea going backwards. This time it's the ball of the foot that's the very last thing to touch the ground. You can let the heel touch. That's not a problem. It just doesn't need to be prioritized. Very good. Good. Nice. Like there's a magnet on the ball of your foot. You got to peel it off. Come on. Good. Good. Hard, isn't it? It's a little tough. A little weird on your balance. Yes, watch out. There are chairs all over the place. So now we're going to do this again. And this time we're going to add the idea of falling. So we can lead our walking from different parts of our body. We can take our foot and let it go first and get dragged by the hand, or we can let the chest fall. So do you see how with my whole body I'm falling forward, and then my foot lands under me to catch me? Both going forward, and now you can tell I'm going backwards because I'm falling backwards. And this will create smoothness in your motion. So we're going to try this again, adding a little bit of falling forward when going forward, falling back when going back. Go ahead. Eyes up, eyes up. Good. Good. Aiming for smoothness of motion. Smoothness of motion. Good. 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 Knees are always a little bit bent, never fully straight. Meaning short. Stay short. Stay short. Good. Good. Not super short, just a little bit. Good. And backwards. Good. Good. Nice. Very good. Yeah, falling backwards now. Falling backwards now. Good. 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 Nice. What did we notice when doing those? How were they different? Different modes of walking? It's not. It's not. It's scary. You're like, I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, absolutely. So this is something to practice. Just walk around your house like this. Feet, you got to drop some inches. That's what's going to keep the knees bent. And then you get a glass of water, and you make sure it stays perfectly level the whole time. The water won't lie. Your friends will lie to you, you'll lie to you, your teachers will lie to you, the water won't lie. So get a glass of water, walk around, keep it smooth. So we're going to do that one more time. This time the goal is super smooth, super smooth, super smooth. Go ahead. Good. Good. Nice. Yeah. There you go. Good. Remember, falling forward, falling forward. Good. Good. Super smooth, super smooth. Good. Good. And we fall backwards, and we fall backwards. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Just enough to give you that, I got to put my foot underneath feeling. Good. Good. Nice. Good. Good. Very good. Oh, we're going to roll over our heels. That's a whole one of those. Yeah, none of that. Like this. Yeah, the ball of the foot last. The ball of the foot last. There you go. Good. So that might be something for you to practice. This is how, when we dance, we connect with the ground. It's always going to be ball first, ball last. Unless you are intentionally choosing to do something different for a styling choice. But by default, you want to be able to connect with the ball of your foot. That's where your weight's going to be. Any questions so far? Now we got a partner. If you would like to start off following, please raise your hand. Everyone's going to have a chance. Now leaders, please find someone with their hand raised and ask them to dance. Leaders are going to be with their back to the mirror, followers in front of them. Leaders with their back to the mirror, followers in front of them. Where you're standing, leaders, basically don't move, just have a follower in front of you. Leaders with your back to the mirror, yes, follower in front of you. And if you don't have someone, guess what? You get to choose to be leader or follower. Everyone? My God, guys. This is the mirror. This is your back. Put your back to the mirror, leaders.
Sorry.
To the mirror. To the mirror. Where you were standing in that line. Why are you over here? Go to the mirror. Yes, I know, but we need the space.
Okay.
Trust me, we're walking forward back.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to do more walking. We need space. We can't do that if everyone's already spread out. So now, we're going to go into our open connection. This can be low, wide. Leaders, this is a wall. No squishing. Followers, you're going to create no space. No space. You're going to create full palm to full palm. Fingers are open and flexed. Fingers are open and flexed. Thumb is not grabbing. Fingers are open and flexed. Fingers are open and flexed. And there's no space. No space. Good. Fingers are open and flexed. Fingers are open and flexed. I'm going to keep saying it until you guys do it. Fingers are open and flexed. Good. This is low and wide. Aim for about belly button for your follower. A little bit of space between your elbows. Very good. Yes, I'm going to be very hard on you guys. That's the whole point of a master class. To get the really big nitty details. Very good. Nice. No space. Very good. The goal is no space. If there's space, someone's not pressing enough. Someone's not thinking enough about connection. Usually it's the followers. Usually. But I have noticed a lot of leaders don't allow our followers to have good connection because they're creating a cup. And what happens is that makes space. No space, meaning you got to flex it all. So now, followers are going to close their eyes. Nice. Followers, close your eyes. Get on the balls of your feet. Leaders, we're going to dancing walk forward and back, just like we did, but now with the follower in front of us. Followers, your entire goal is that pressure you have in your connection right now for it to stay exactly the same. I don't want it to increase. I don't want it to disappear. Exactly the same. Meaning, followers, you're going to have to move and be ready to move. So be on the balls of your feet. Your knees are slightly bent. You are ready to move. Followers, you're going to start with your right foot. Leaders, you're going to start with your left. Go ahead when you're ready. Followers, keep your eyes closed. Good. Good. And again, we're aiming for smoothness of motion. Smoothness of motion while dancing walk. Leaders, be aware. There's windows. There's bags. Don't run your followers into things. Very good. 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 Leaders, slowly make your way back to our starting position. Followers, eyes closed even when you're scared. Yep. Yep. Good. Good conversations. So now we're going to relax. We're going to rotate with our followers going one down. Where when there are normal followers. So now, as she moves down, you're going to come here and you're going to be following, and then you're going to come here and you're going to be leading. Let's go ahead and rotate that way. Very good. So as a follower, you move. She was a leader. So you were a leader. So now you become the follower. Very good. Yes, very good. Very complicated, I know. So now we need to, for our leaders, talk about this connection. So let's break our connection. I got to talk for a second. And borrow you, please. For this connection, leaders and followers, there are a lot of things we want to aim for to be a good clean connection. One, space. This is a low, wide, and strong connection. If you're in here, you can't do it. Wide. But we don't want to stretch our follower out. Generally, elbows always stay bent if we are in a hand-to-hand connection. They only go straight when we do arm tosses and stretches and flicks. But if we're connected, they stay a little bit bent. We want this connection to be in the middle between us. If this is 0, this is 100, because no one cares about leaders, we want to be at 50. Meaning, followers, if it's way over here on your side, do you like it when dudes are way up in your space and all creepy like? No, you push them away. Push, 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 push to the middle. Leaders, be a wall at the middle. Don't let them push you way over there on your side wall. Push to the middle. So that's where we want to push you. And then followers very generally have downward rested energy. So let's watch. Eyes closed, please. So I'm going to put my eyes on part of her body. Let's watch that. I don't want her to know what we're doing. All right, so we're watching that. Watch what happens. Did you see that instant drop? That's downward energy. Now hold your own arms up, please. So now she's holding her own arms up. Nothing. That's not following. That's, I learned a choreography and I have my frame and I'm ready. As a follower, have that rest of downward energy, rest of downward energy. So that this happens instant. That's our goal. Secondarily, elbows are always in front of the body, or level. They do not go behind the body. This opens up shoulders to injury. This is not true just for connection, but for a lot of other things like turns. If she's going to turn me this way and I won't let my elbow keep going, that's going to hurt. Instead, locked, elbow stays in front of me. Let's set up that connection, thank you. Leaders, we're about here. Palms are angled upward a little bit at about a 45-degree angle to allow the good connection. No grabbing, no grabbing. Even to establish the connection, let her come to you. So leaders, we invite the connection, but the followers do come to match. So we don't grab them or bring them in. Good, good. So since you're leading, now your connection needs to be upward and supportive. Yes. So leaders, we are supporting. We can only support from the ground up. So let's remember as leaders, we want it wide, big, wide. Good, and left. Belly button height for your followers. Very good, good stuff. Same exact thing. Followers, eyes closed. Followers, you start with your right foot. Leaders, you start with your left. Let's dancing walk, maintaining the pressure of the connection with no grabbing ever. Let's go. Good. Leaders, play around with the speed. Reverse it. Slow it down, speed it up. Reverse. See if you can reverse your follower in the middle of a step. Followers, you only move that foot if it has to move. If your reverse is in the middle, you reverse that foot in the middle of the air. Very good. Very good. And we're going to keep that connection low and high. I know it's tempting to keep it sneaking up. Low and high. Good. And wide. There we go. Good. No grabbing. Flex those fingers. Palms forward. Good. Good. Low. Low. Good. Yes, it always sneaks up, doesn't it? Good. And slowly bring your follower back to our starting positions. And high five and rotate. So let's remember, if you were a follower, you move. If you were a leader, then you become a follower. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, now you got to do all the other stuff. I know. No grabbing, no grabbing. We're going to do this one more time. So let's remember, connections in the middle. It's about belly button height for your follower. Followers, tell them if it's too high. It usually will be. And then even followers, we want to have a little bit of space here, like you got a little bit of a clutch purse. There you go, just a little bit. Now, followers, flow drive. Leaders, what happens? What happens? Is there that instant downward drop? Tell your follower, hey, good, downward energy. Or if there wasn't, hey, I need a little bit of downward energy. So try it out, try it out. Get rid of them. What happens? Good. Reestablish the connection and we dancing walk. Go ahead. Good. Keep it around the belly button for your follower. For your follower. Good. Yes, all followers are different. We as leaders accommodate our followers. No turns, just straight forward and back. They're already confused enough. Good. Elbows stay in front of the body. Good, good. Very good. No space right here. Very good. Nice. Nice. Very good. Very good. Balls to the feet. Everybody, balls to the feet. No more rolling over the heels. We're dancing walking now. Slowly bring our followers back to our starting position. And high five and rotate. Very nice. Hold on. I know it's confusing. All right. So you were following, so you move because followers rotate, and you become a follower. Very good. So now, let's relax for a second. Relax the connection. What did we notice? What did we notice when we were doing it? Is this easy? No, it's god awfully hard, isn't it? All we're doing is walking around. No turns, no moves, no rolls, no nothing, no forward. We're just walking around. But it's so hard because as a follower, it's really hard to let go. It's really hard to trust in your leader. And as leaders, it's kind of hard for us to be firm and smooth and consistent. The firmer and smoother and more consistent we are, the more the followers can trust us and the more they can give into our connection, the more we can do together. We are dancing together. Performance is kind of different. Performance is two individuals that know what they're going to do, dancing at the same time and place, but separate. Whereas social dancing is one unit dancing together. And that's really your goal. That's what your goal of connection is, one unit dancing together. And that's where you want this really firm connection. May I borrow you? So, let's relax all this. I'm going to try to lead her forward. Just relax all this. Why can't I lead her? She won't let me. Now make it firm. Nice and firm. Oh, it's instant. Because now she's listening with her body. So what we want to think is this is kind of like a telephone line. If all these joints are bending and they're soft, there's static in the line. You can't hear anything. There's construction noises. There's airplanes. There's who knows what. But if it's firm, it's a clear line, and I can whisper to her. I can say, hey, let's go just a little. And she can hear that. As a follower, that's your goal. Is let your body be quiet and a little bit firm so you can allow the signals to go to you. And similarly, as leaders, we only want to send the signals that mean something. So I definitely see a lot of leaders jump roping. That doesn't mean anything. That's noise. That makes it harder to lead, harder to follow, because now your follower doesn't know what to pay attention to. So if we're going side to side like we do in our Bachata basic, guess what? Just side to side. Just side to side. Even forward and back, the fundamental motion is side to side, but we do have that falling forward. That's how they know. Check this out. I'm going to go to the side and forward and back. 5, 6, 7, 8. You can tell I'm going forward because I'm falling. What count did that happen on? 7. If I want to go forward on 1, it actually starts on 7. So with that in mind, we're going to do this one more time. This time, followers, you're really trying to listen as hard as possible. And leaders, our goal is to be as clear as possible. Go ahead when you're ready. No grabbing, palms are flexed, fingers are open. Fingers are open, good. Followers, you feel that, you match that. If your leader opens their fingers, then you also open your fingers with no space, no space, no space, no space. You've got to actively press. Listening is an active skill. And leaders, we're not going to do any of this kind of stuff. Yep, careful. What height do we want this connection at, leaders? Belly button, belly button, belly button, and we got to tilt to be able to have space. Very good. Very good. And slowly bring our followers back to our starting position. Very good, very good. It's about to get a lot harder. Oh, it's about to get a lot harder. Sarah, are you joining us today?
Sorry.
Not a problem.
For my stuff.
May I borrow you, please? So here's where it's going to get really fun. First off, why am I not happy right now? Why am I not happy? Someone tell me why I'm not happy.
Hands are curved.
Yep, her hands are curved. What else? Why am I not happy? Where do you feel the connection? Only really right there. You saw all that space. No space. Meaning all of that is connected. We're aiming for center of palm to center of palm, and all of that is connected. So now we're going to do the same exercise. Leader, we're going to start off just the same way. Well, I'm going to keep our eyes open this time. Notice we're not bachata, we're just walking. Then at any point, I can stop leading. She has to hear that and start leading. Oh, that's not good. So, and then at any point, I can start leading again. Then she hears that she stops leading. She can start leading whenever she wants. Okay? Then I hear that I stop leading. And I can start leading another direction. She hears that she starts. Oh, now she stopped. Now I got to start listening. So now we're adding this conversational aspect. Not just, I'm the leader, bye guys, you're going to do what I say all the time. But we're going to start listening to each other. These transitions should be smooth. We shouldn't be fighting each other. So, leaders, we start. Followers, you can take the lead at any point. Or leaders, you can stop the lead at any point. The goal is we're not like, is it your turn, is it my turn, or we go? No. If it's you have to guess what? You're going to lead. No pauses. Let's go ahead and connect. Both eyes open. Go ahead when ready. Hand positions stay the same. We're not going to change hand positions. Just the energy of who's leading, who's following. Good. 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 Belly button height. Belly button height. No space. Good. Good. Belly button height. Belly button height. Good. Good. Slowly bring yourselves back to the starting position. We angle up a little bit so you can put your wrists. We angle up a little bit so you can put your wrists. Very good. And we high five rotate. We're going to do this 2 more times. Go ahead and establish that connection. Remember, leaders, we want to angle up a little bit to make it comfortable. Not all the way up, about a 45-degree angle. That'll make it nice and comfy for our followers. Go ahead when you're ready. Good. Good. And slowly bring each other back. What connection height do we want? Right around the belly button. Good. I know it always sneaks up. It always sneaks up. High five, rotate. And we try again. Go ahead when you're ready. Belly button high, belly button high, belly button high. Good. Good. Leaders, remember, some space between you and your elbows. Some space between you and your elbows, leaders. Good. And slowly bring each other back to our starting position. High five and rotate. And before we do the last one, we're going to chat a little bit. So we don't have to connect just yet. What are we noticing? What are we noticing about this exercise? Harder. It's hard. It's really freaking hard. But it's so simple. You guys can do all this shit. How can you not just walk around, right? Because it takes that conscious awareness in there. And so I'm really glad you guys are focusing on that, because this will improve everything you do. Not just bachata, it'll improve all of your other dances. But it's fundamentally just about connection. We didn't do any bachata here, we're just wrong. What else should we notice? Yes?
I find it hard to sort of jointly decide.
Yeah.
Right? Like with some partners, I was letting go of the lead and then they were taking it. With other partners, they were taking the lead.
Absolutely.
And I was letting it go.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Yeah, it is. And you'll find that when you're dancing. Some followers just love to be kind of chill and just listen along. Some followers got a lot of ideas. And you get to deal with that as a leader. So, it's like a conversation. When you have a conversation, you're talking, someone starts talking, you stop talking and listen to what they say. You don't talk over each other the whole time. So that's kind of the role of whoever's currently talking, is to be ready to listen. And the role of who's listening, they're actively listening so that they can contribute interesting ideas when there are moments. Think of the dance of the conversation. We're talking with our bodies. We're not talking with words. We're talking with our bodies. You let the dance be the conversation. So, we're going to practice one last time. Really trying to get in that conversational aspect. See if you can switch quickly or slowly, or not at all. Surprise each other a little bit. Don't freak each other out, but just a little surprise. Go ahead when you're ready. Good. Balls of the feet, balls of the feet, balls of the feet. That means you're ready to move. Remember, you got to be ready. Good. Connection stays low. Connection stays low. Good. Good. Nice. Much better already. Much better already. And tell each other, it's like, hey, there's a little bit of a delay. Or, oh man, that's super good. It's super content. And we slowly bring ourselves back to our starting position. Very nice. So, everyone, what did you notice? You started in this position. What did you notice about the angle of that elbow? What happened to it? While you're doing all this back and forth. What was happening to this angle? Was it doing this kind of stuff? No. It's just, that's where it is. Because we want to go from here, to there on our follow. And you can't lose a lot of signals here. Leaders, you can't lead like this. You got to lead because this move, this just lets the signal pass. This is the voice, this is the megaphone. For a follower, this is the microphone, but this is the ear. So we speak from the voice to the ear through the connection. Any questions? Very good. We're going to put on a song, and we're going to dance. We're going to do our side-to-side basic, we're gonna do our box step, we're gonna do our forward and back basic, and that's it. No turns, no nothing, just an open position. And your goal is to use exactly the same ideas, to be as instantly responsive as possible as followers. Now you are only followers, you're not going to do that switch back and forth thing anymore. But to be instantly responsive, not because you know what the move is, but because you're allowing yourself to hear it. And leaders, if we want to go to the side, we'll go to the side, the chest, not the arms. If we want to go forward, it's not the arms that go forward, it's the chest. But similarly, we're not going to absorb when we go forward with our chest. We go forward with everything, all together. Just like that. So now we can spread out the room a little bit so we don't bump into each other. Side to side basic, forward and back basic, and box step. Very good. I probably have to reconnect with the speaker again. Yes, I do. Followers, eyes closed. Followers, eyes closed. Connection low and high, leaders. Sorry, low and wide. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. Good. No space in the connection. No space in the connection. Now, where's the feeling? No space. Yeah, you're following that. You're following that. No space. Go. If you follow.
my wife.
If you guys, whatever you want to do, but thank you. So what do we notice? Say it louder, please.
They're fully relying on the connection for giving take.
That's what it means to follow. Following is being ready for things, but not anticipating, not guessing, not trying, not doing, not helping. It is being ready. That's why we want to be on the balls of our feet, our knees are bent, we're listening, so we're ready. That is what it means to follow. Leaders, to lead well, you got to be clear, and we got to lead early. We got to be firm and consistent. So that's why instead of, all right, we go forward on one, but we really go forward on seven. Okay, the turn starts on one, but we prep on seven. To give our followers confidence. Now, high five.
Here, sit up. Here.
Second one never hurts.
Very good. Any questions on this concept of connection and frame? I haven't really mentioned frame, but we've been learning it the whole time. So I'll describe frame for you guys so that we know what I'm talking about. Frame is how the different parts of your body are connected. Are they all one piece? That's a lot of frame. They all move together like a statue, or like you're in a cat. That's a lot of frame. No frame is all these joints are flexing and moving on their own, very independently. This is no frame. So when we say engage your frame, that means lock it all together. I don't care where, you can be locked together, this is frame. But it's a really weird one, but it's a frame. But that's going to be your normal frame. Same thing for followers. This is not frame. You can't follow like this. You can't feel it. Turn it up. That doesn't mean you fight the motion. For example, come on, right? So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to have my hands up. You're not going to touch them yet. I'm going to take one of them and just give it a long push and release it. Chin. Watch. Option 1, 2, 3. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. Which one had frame? 1, 2, or 3? 1 and 3. 2 did not have frame. But the difference between 1 and 3 is 1, I allowed the motion to go through me. 3, I was like, nah, bro, you're not doing anything. I fought him. So that's the goal. Yes, we have frame, it's rigid, but it's movable. It's allowed to be moved. It's not stiff. So I noticed a lot of our falls are just stiff. Very stiff. So that's a lot of nerves, a lot of anxiety, a lot of lack of trust. So that's what we're doing a lot of today is building that sense of trust. So we're going to do another song of just those 4, do 3 basics. Leaders, you can start doing some other stuff. I'm going to show you one new step. Let's all line back up with our partners, and I'm going to show you one new step in that question. In a sense, yes. So he asked a very complicated question. He asked, all right, the leader has some connection, the follower's got downward arrestive energy, how much oomph is the leader giving? You choose, follow or match. So the leader can engage or disengage their frame, turn your frame really on. Good. You saw that, and I matched it. Now turn it off completely. And I matched it. Now turn it on, but with gentle pressure. I match that. More pressure. More pressure. More pressure. More pressure. And I match it. Release pressure. Release pressure. And I match it. That's an exercise we're going to do about 5 minutes. So, as a follower, your biggest goal is to match your leader in every single possible way. Not just frame, not just connection, but emotionality and size and kind of style and all that good stuff. Even facial expressions and playfulness. So we're going to do this again. Let's go. No. Correct. It's a Goldilocks. And every individual is different. For our leaders, the goal is to be as firm as necessary and as gentle as possible. That's going to be different for every single follower. And as a follower, your goal is to be as light as possible while maintaining complete responsiveness. And that's going to be different for every leader and follower. Very good question. Thank you. So it's not like, all right, 5 pounds of force. It just depends on the individuals involved. Because the goal is that we move together. And whatever we have to do to accomplish that, we do. Very good. Any others before the time? Okay, let's line back up. We're going to put on another song. Same three basics. Oh, sorry, we got one more step we got to learn. So we can all face the same way, not a problem. So this is going to be a time change step. So anyone ever get off by 4 counts and like, oh shit, how do I get back? This is going to help you. It's going to be a 2-step. Basic. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch my height. Here it is. 6, 7, 8. 2-step. 1, 2, 3, 4. No height because we're going back to our basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're off time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. That 2-step is a really nice way to change time when you get off by 4 counts. It's also a really interesting movement to do to see if your followers actually following or going, by God, I'm going to do the bachata basic. So that's what we're going to add meters this time. Did you notice there's this up down? Did you notice it's from the ground, it's not from the shoulders? And that up down is just to tell the follower, hey, something different is happening. Pay attention. Pay attention. Something different is happening. But then when we're done, we don't go back down because we're not doing that move. We go back to the side to prepare our basic. Go back to the side. So all of these are just subtle signals that we as leaders can use to help our followers follow better. And as followers, what you're paying attention to. And leaders, that's why we need to be intentional and not have a bunch of crazy stuff going on. But then the followers are kind of going to stop paying attention. But if it's very clean and quiet, la 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 la, I'm not paying attention. Whoa, something's happening. Oh, okay, I got it. So let's be very intentional with that. Go ahead and ask our followers to dance. And we're going to do another song, adding that. We got a side-side basic for that box, as well as that 2-step. It's going to be the slowest traditional song you've ever heard. There it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Followers' eyes closed. That'll help you feel more. High five and rotate. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1. That was a phrase change. If you guys don't know what that is, ask me in a couple minutes. Play around with the size of your basic. Try out really small in place basics. want really big quarterbacks or really small quarterbacks? High five and rotate. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 5, 6, 7, 1. And relax. Woo! Very nice. Leaders, what are you starting to notice? Leaders, what are we starting to notice?
That little thing you just showed us,
Yeah.
that lead seems a lot less clear.
Less clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm having trouble reading.
Sure. Let me try it out. So let's watch, see what happens. This is something I love to do, is demonstrate, and you guys tell me what's going on. 5, 6. What don't I like already? Say again? Yeah, it's a good enough height. That's fine. Yeah, not quite enough space here. What else? Hands are just a little bit cupped. Yeah, that's not too much of an issue. What else? There's one main thing on why the connection feels light. What is? That's okay. What else? Where is it? Where is it? Is it in the middle? No, that's why it's light. I don't want to be in your space. I want to be in the middle. So you push to the middle. You push to the middle with your arm. There you go. Now you feel it's a lot firmer. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What did he miss? Up and down. There's that up. So when you're getting ready for it, 7, 8, and that's how the follower will know. Because I only knew because I was super paying attention to what you're doing. If I weren't, I would have just gone through the basics. Because there's nothing that told me to not. That's what it is. Very good. Anything else that we're noticing, leaders? Yeah. Yeah. So there's a drill we'd like to do. Let's do the frame on and off drill. Let's go ahead and connect with each other. So now we're going to be in this connection, and let's talk about the angle of the hand. That's something I've had to correct a lot. Let's imagine there's an arrow coming out of the center of the leader's palm. Point that arrow to your follower's collarbone. Point it to your follower's collarbone. That's what. Good stuff. Good. Let's go right there for the collarbone. Very good. That should be super comfy for our followers. You're not breaking a wrist. It's not going to slide off anywhere. Very good. Very good. Very nice. So now, we're going to keep the connection in the same place. It's not going to move. But what leaders are going to do is we're going to intensify. We're going to squeeze a little bit. Followers, you feel that, you resist. Very good. Remember, we're going to angle, go down right there. There you go. So leaders, let's engage our frame even more, make it much firmer. Followers, you resist, matching. And then leaders, you relax the frame a little bit. Followers, you match that as well. Back and forth, back and forth. Talk with each other. Say, yeah, that's good. I can feel that. Oh, man, I don't know what's going on. Or, wow, you're moving too much. Or all kinds of stuff. Let's talk with each other. Go ahead. Yeah, it's not about muscles. It's about turning things on and off. Doesn't have to be like 300 pounds before. It will at first. Now let's high five and rotate. We're going to try 2 more times. We're doing that next. Now, turning frame on and off. Somebody didn't rotate. Somebody didn't rotate. Good. So establish connection. Make sure it's at the good height, good width, good centering. Then frame on and off. With firming it up. Good. Good. Nice. Nice. At no point should there be a gap between our hands. At no point. Good. Elbows stay down as a follower. Remember, downward energy. Downward energy. Good. Yeah, exactly. I know, right? Well, yeah, they're not up. They're just rotate one more time. So now, leaders, we're going to put on a song. When you're ready to do that up and down thing, you turn that frame on a little bit. That's going to be another signal for our followers to pay attention. So, we got our 3 basics and the 2-step, turning the frame on a little extra when getting ready for the 2-step. Here we go. No basic, grooving, 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 grooving. Eyes closed, followers. Here's the beat. So you can start your basic. Here it goes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try out that 2-step with the light change. But the high change will be 7, 8 to get ready for it. You just went 1. Peters, do you hear that? There's no beat. So why are you stepping? But now it's back. 5, 5, roll 6, 1. 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5, 1. High 5 and rotate. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 5. Make sure you try out that 2-step. And relax. Very nice. Followers, is it getting better? Followers, is it getting better? Good. Looks a lot better. Leaders, is it getting better? Who's successfully getting that 2-step down? Able to lead it? Ish, a little bit. So that would be kind of the next thing that you can start working on to see how well you got this concept of frame and how well you can lead your followers, and how well your followers follow. Anytime you mix up something, you're really checking your followers if they're following. As followers, we have defaults. Right. One of my defaults is I'm going to do my basic. Blah, blah, blah. I got my weight shift going on. And then even if the leader's stopping me, I'm still going to try, but it's up to them to change the basic, or change my weight shift, or change the timing of it. So as followers, we have these defaults. And then leaders, it's up to us to do a clear signal, say, hey, pay attention, I'm doing something different. So that 2-step is a really nice one to work on.
During the 2-step, is it also usable banana?
It is.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's one other way to do it. I tend to find it slightly more successful to go this way, but it's totally up to you. You can do both. So yeah, absolutely. Try both. You'll find someone better, someone worse, someone better for some followers. That's true for most things. There are multiple ways to do it. Good question. Any others? We're going to be close to this. Generally, we have 2 main types of connections in antibody. We have the pressure connection, which we've just been learning. Then we have a tension connection, which is a pulling. We're pulling away from each other. Pressure, we're pressing into each other. Tension, we're pulling away from each other. Notice I'm not grabbing her at any point. This is going to be more of a contemporary method that we follow. Rod tends to, he was trained like 20 years ago, so he's a little bit more old school, so they tend to grab. Because they weren't trained, they just went out and danced. So, followers don't have friends, so the leader's kind of like, come on, let's go, baby. And so that's why they do that. But now that we learn, we have these ideas, all we need is tension and pressure. We don't need it. Now that you guys know, let's try to avoid grabbing with thumbs, avoid grabbing with the heels of palms, scissors, thumb, whatever. Biting, nothing. I haven't seen that one. So let's develop counter pressure. We're going to stand, leaders over there, all on the line, followers in front of the leaders. Do we need to rotate? I can't remember. Not a problem. Thank you. So who is extra right now? Okay. So that will be here next, and then we'll be up here. And so then whoever is following over there at the end, you're going to rotate up to me. So this first exercise, let's stand with our toes together, leaders. And then we're going to stand toes together and toes together, just so. Leaders, offer your forearms, hand palms up because we're leading and supportive. Followers, grab the forearms. This is the only time we're actually going to grab. Grab, grab, grab. Only time we're actually going to grab. Very good. Leaders, grab as well. So now, leaders, you're in control. Followers, all you do is keep a stiff body and trust. It's going to be very scary. So, our goal, we both keep a stiff, straight body. We are a metal rod, nothing bends except our elbows extend. Then leaders, we're going to let our followers out. Watch first. Feeling where the balance is, ensuring the balance stays in the middle. The goal is to get to fully extended arms with straight bodies. Takes a lot of trust. And then when we get here, fully extended arms, shoulders down. Then this is not straight body. Is this a straight body? Not even close. Watch first. That's why you gotta watch, because you guys always try and mess stuff up. Watch first. Then we bring it back in. Once we can do that comfortably, when we're out here, leaders, we're going to shift the balance point somewhere else, not just in the middle. But we don't have that much to shift because our feet aren't super long. But we can shift the balance point a little bit. We need to feel, all right, that's on her side, that's on my side, that's about in the middle. You need to feel that. And then when we do, we bring it back in, and because our followers gave us a bunch of trust, they're expecting us to release them safely. So, okay, settle you back on your weight. All right, she's got it, cool, nice, on her balance. So, that's what we're going to practice. Followers, eyes closed. Trust. Shoulders stay down. Shoulders stay down. Straight body, you got to keep a straight body. Tight core. Boom! Like someone's about to punch you in the stomach. Tighten it up. And then leaders, slowly let them out. We're trying to make a V shape. We're trying to make a V shape. Very good. Extended arms is the goal. Fully extended arms. Good. You're finding out. Good. And then you slowly bring it back in. Let him bring it back in, not you. Good. Good. Very good. Nice. Fully extended arms. Fully extended arms. Slowly, slow and gentle. Straight. Everything else is straight. Straight, 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 straight. No. Good. Bring it back in. Good. Yeah, see, he's falling over because you're not trusting him. You have to allow yourself. Here, try with me first. That's how you might even have to do the box. Nice. Fully extended arms. Try to get them all the way out there. Straight body. Not right your butt way out there. Straight body. Straight body. Straight body. See, that's why she's falling. She's not going back. Go back. Yeah, let it go. Yeah. Go back. Go back. More. She's going to fall. More. Your whole body, not your butt. Your whole body. Your whole body. Good. Good. Is it on you or down for on her?
Well, so
high five and rotate.
before we came back up, I was trying to
Conceptually, here's what we're doing. Watch. Conceptually, here's what we're doing. Watch. No butt out. No butt out. We start like this. You do that. Did my fingers throw their butt out? No. Straight body. And then we come back in, blah, 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 and then we can do a little bit of this. That's shifting the balance point. Yes.
Yeah, also, I mean, it's not just about putting the butt out there, right? You can also do this.
Yeah,
and then-
that's tilted too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then
Straight
straight.
line. Yeah, straight line. We are balancing as one unit. You cannot balance on your own over here. There's no way. We are balancing together as one piece. That's the whole goal. Let's try it again. Toes together, toes together. Toes together, toes together. Toes together, toes together. Feet together, toes together. Feet together, toes together. Feet together, toes. Good. Grab each other's forearms. Follow the eyes closed. Leaders. Right. Straight body, straight body, straight body. Miss Pink, straight body. Pink shirt, straight body. Good. Then leaders, once you have a good V, try to tilt it a little bit. Shift that balance point. This is counterbalance. Your back's got to go. Because you're doing one. Good.
Good. Good. Good. Good. Good. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Good.
And then see if you can flip it.
Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Good.
You know the balance shifting? Yeah, that's what you want. Good. Good. Try to get Keep going. And slowly bring each other back to center. And high five them. That is counterbalance. That's what anyone means when they say counterbalance, is this sense of us holding each other up through tension. You're going to be there. Just like you did when anyone you're ready. And any questions? So now, how do we use this when we begin? There are two main ways we use this. We have one in our open connection, that's going to be our finger connection. And again, just like we did during our practice, all we're doing is flexing our calf muscles to create this tilt. We're not on the heel, always on the ball of foot. We've got a finger connection, that's a tension connection. That's not one we're going to cover today. We're going to cover closed position. So even here, we're creating that V shape. You see that? And then, no space, downward energy, downward energy. That's the nice thing about these concepts, is they are applicable everywhere. It's not this move, you do this. It's what is the concept that applies everywhere. Follows downward energy no matter where. If you have a connection, no matter where, there's $100 in the middle and you don't drop it, like a magnet. Very good. And then that can go right there. So let's talk about this open connection for a second. Your aim, followers, is to align those creases in the elbow. Elbow on top of elbow, not outside, not inside. The hand's going to fall wherever it has to. Some arms are longer, some are shorter. Then, this hand, leaders. This hand is together, we're not monster grabbing. And you want to feel at least a little bit of shoulder blade. If you don't, you're too low. If you feel curvature, you're really too low. We want to get to the shoulder blade, and we're going to cup to have maximum connection. The goal is surface area. The places to connect are not the fingertips, but everywhere else. But if you think fingertips, it gets really like a claw. But if we think everywhere else, then it gets really nice and soft and fully connected. So then, once we're here, we're going to do the same counterbalance thing. We're going to add counterbalance and release counterbalance. That's right. So it's going to be leader's right hand. Very good. And then the final note for this connection type. Imagine this is a dinner table. This is a dinner table. You don't want your dinner to fall on the floor. It's so sad. So we want this level for our followers. Meaning if your follower is much shorter than you, you're going to have to adjust as a leader. If your follower is much taller, you're going to have to adjust to make it nice and comfortable. So let's try it. No left hand, no left hand. Only the right hand. You add counter pressure, followers don't watch. Followers eyes closed. And then we release. Good. And now try to add that counter pressure without extending the elbow. Angle of the elbow as the same. Good. We're not really moving much now, are we? We're just adding counter pressure or releasing. So add and release. If I release, you release. Very good. Add and release. Watch me. Look how little motion this is. This is no counter pressure. This is a lot of counter pressure. It's very little motion because that's not happening. Leaders, are we getting this? Yes or no? 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 Followers, are you matching it well? You feel it? Good. We're going to learn how to apply this in a move. The move's going to be a merengue turn. So, we're going to be dancing with no left hand. For now, it's just going to live at home. This is your hand's home. If your hand has nothing to do, it's somewhere around here around the belly button. I like that, a little teardrop shape. And you can see the ground through it. That's going to be a nice comfy spot. So then, we're going to be establishing a connection, have a little bit of counterbalance. And we do our basics. Let me turn this way. 7, 8. 1, 2. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Let's have this arm out for me. So a lot of what I'm noticing is this kind of thing. That means her lat muscles aren't turned on. So now, don't let me lift her leg. Don't let me lift her. Whoa, that's the good stuff. This is the muscle that's turning. I'm still applying force. This is the muscle she's turning on to not let me move her arms, meaning she's going to move instead of arms move. Relax those muscles. Now, oh no, why can't I lead her so sad? Because she's not allowing me to. The same way that when all this is happening, she's not allowing me to. So now, let's do this. Fallers, arms out. Leaders with the soft part of your forearms. Try to lift your fallers' arms. And fallers, don't let them. Don't let them. Feel the muscle, you have to turn on to do that. Then relax. Leaders, arms out. Fallers, offer them the same guidance. Followers, try to lift the arms. Try to lift the arms. Try to lift the arms. Lift the arms. Good. Leaders, don't allow them. Good. Relax. Both of us need those muscles turned on any time we're connected in the upper half of our body. Anytime. So let's go ahead with the right hand connection. We both engage our lat muscles. We've got the elbow to the elbow alignments. We've got a little bit of counter pressure. A little bit of counter pressure. Match it, match it, match it. Good. Basic. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Don't watch the followers. You can't follow me. There's no way. 1, 2, 3. You still have counter pressure? Some people don't. Massive counter pressure. Good. 5. Forward and back leaders. 1, 2. Did there become a gap in the hand? If there did, you don't have counter pressure. 1, 2, 3. Leaders, we're not grabbing like this. Smooth it over the cup. 5. Back to the side. 7. 1, 2, 3. Now slow rotation. Slow rotations. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, and relax. High five, rotate. Leaders, at any point, was there a space in that hand-back connection? Did anybody get that? A little bit. I did see a little bit of that. So, really, press back into it. You should not just be standing, but there's a little bit of that falling backward sensation. We're going to try it again. This time I'm going to show you what I mean by the merengue turn. Just watch first. Why am I not happy with this? Somebody tell me, why am I not happy with this connection? Yeah, the elbow is way over there. Well, let's get that right now. Why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? She's not matching me. Yeah, I'm asking for counterbalance. That's why you need to have another. So when this happens, you go that way. But there we go. And then you keep that. You keep that. If I ask you, I say, hey, I would like that amount of counterbalance. Then your responsibility as a follower should keep what the leader has established. Very good. Here's the merengue thing. 1, 2, 3. Did she go with me? Nope. She had ideas. I know what to do. So, that's it. 1, 2. If this is the prep, what's the motion? Around the other way. So that's why we need the prep. So when we prep, that's when we add counterbalance. That's when we add counterbalance. Followers, that's telling you, oh, a lot of energy is coming. Get ready. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very nice. No, you're good. That cannot happen if we don't have counterbalance. There's no way. 100% follow. So, as a leader, if you want to do these cool, quick moves, you've got to establish all these different changes to your followers and let them know to be ready. So now you know. Once you feel the leader asking for this, you go, you match it, and you keep it. As long as I keep it, like this, you do it. Very good. Here we go, all together. We're not going to do that much. We're just going to do a 180. That's going to be our goal. We're going to pause on 4. I want to make sure we're prepped. 5, 6, we prep the basics. 7, 8, 1. 2, prep the merengue, turn 3, 4. Just a little bit. And both of you going together. Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. And then we turn 5, 6, 7, 8. Ending with our weight on our right, leaders. And then we do a basic. 1, 2, another one. Here we go. 5, 6, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and relax. High birthday. That's going to be our meringue turn. There are many ways to get into it, but we got to do it first. Any questions so far on the meringue turn? All right, we're going to put on a song. We're going to practice. Leaders, make sure you're consciously adding the figure weight, counterbalance, and follows you're feeling that to be ready for these different movements. Leaders, you've got new options. Side, side, base, forward, back, box, 2 set, all in just this connection. So let's go ahead and get there. Oh, wait. Sight. Come on. Eyes closed. You don't need your eyes for anything, right? Leaders, let's connect this out. Counterbalance, pressure, and groove. There's a beat if you want to start. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 5.
Una historia repetida, solamente un déjà vu que nunca llega a su final.
All of each other. Say, hey, that's good. That's pressure. That's not enough. I need more. Hey, you're not leading very well. Get my dinner off the floor. Lift that elbow.
No quiero caer de nuevo en ese afán de locura, hipocresía total. ¿Quién puede amor y defenderlo? Y levante la mano, por favor.
¿Quién puede pagar la fianza? ¿Pa' que salga de mi corazón?
Si alguien va a perder amor, te lo aseguro. Esa no voy a ser yo. Esa no voy a ser yo.
Leaders, hear that? Great time to groove. Practice what I'm doing. See if you can do this. Throw this in with your mate.
Esta idea recurrente
High five and roll and quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.
Una historia repetida, solamente un déjà vu que nunca llega a su final.
5, 6. Leaders, right.
Me quedo solo, me olvido de tus cosas, de tus ojos.
Mejor esquivo el polvo. No quiero caer de nuevo en esa foto de locura, de hipocresía total.
¿Quién puede amar el amor y defenderlo?
High five and roll. Okay. 1.
¿Quién puede
Make sure to get that up. That's really hard.
pagar la
Drop it
fianza?
down.
¿Pa' que salga de mi corazón?
Si alguien va a
Leaders, make sure you feel
te
over
lo
the shoulder blade.
aseguro.
Over the shoulder blade.
Esa no voy a ser yo.
What do you hear, leaders? Grooving time.
Y defenderlo, que levante la mano, por favor. Quien pueda amar, pagar la fianza, pa' que salga de mi corazón. Si alguien va a hablar del amor, te lo aseguro. Esa no voy a ser yo. Esa no voy a ser yo.
And relax. Woo! Very nice. Alright, let me get the music not turning the speaker off this time. Alright, we are going to run until 6:10. Anyone need to leave? Get out of here, but we're going to run until 6:10 because we started late. Any questions so far?
Footwork on the turn.
Good. Very good question.
Left, right, story.
What is our default if we don't know? It's whatever your bachata timing is, depending on style. So in this case, that would have been left, right, left, right, left, right. So if you ever don't know, you default back to your basics. Yeah. Where the steps are happening does make a difference. So we'll show you. You can either 1, 2, 3 step behind and pull the follow. 5, 6, 7, 1. You can step in front and exchange places, or my personal preference is step in place. 5, 6, 7, 8. That tends to feel better for followers, but explore what works for you. They all have slightly different flavors and characteristics, so try them out, but it's still right, left, right. Anyway. The reason it works better closer is because of a moment of inertia. The concept in physics that the further something is, the more oomph it takes to turn around. So the closer we are, the faster we can turn. Everybody, we're going to try this out. Get some space. We're not going to smack each other. More space. You need more space. You're going to smack each other. You're going to smack each other. More space, more space, more space. Good. You're right here. Nike, you're right here. There you go. So let's just turn. You turn. You turn. Pick up, a decent amount of speed. Don't smack each other. Don't get dizzy. Don't move it. Now bring the arms to your center instantly. Woo! What happened? It went a lot faster all of a sudden. That's the answer to the question. So we didn't add energy, we just brought it closer in, which gives us more angular momentum. Or same angular momentum, but more rotation. Yes, I have an engineering degree, how did you guys know? So
during this thing, we should come a little closer.
good question, we're not doing any spins today. What is the difference between a turn and a spin? Almost no one knows it's very fast. What is the difference between a turn and a spin? Okay, spin is on the balls of your feet. What else do you have ideas? That's the money answer. A turn is step. It's different feet. Left, right, left. That's a turn. A spin is on one. That's a spin. We're not doing spin. We're really doing rotations because we're coupled. If you were individual, that would be a turn. I like to call rotation one of those. So your question about rotations.
So like, I see what you're saying, like, let's get together to sit with the
Exactly.
and go back.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, correct. But the key part is the counter pressure. That's the more important part, not actually being true. Counter pressure, that's more important. But then you're locked in together, it's a lot easier to go across. Very good. Any others? So, I didn't get to overhead turns, armlet turns as much as I'd like, but I do want to talk about it a little bit before we turn off the music. Whenever we return, this is something I noticed in almost every follow that I've been. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of lifting your own arms. She didn't do it this time. This was great. Watch this. See that instant downward drop? Same concept, same stuff. Always downward energy. A little bit of a weight right here. And then as we turn, that's just going to stay like that. It's going to stay just like that. Oh, she's pushing it up. Can you see it? Just a little bit, but don't. Leave right there. Leave right there. Leave right there. Ideally, as a fall, you don't do anything. If it's there, it's there. If it's there, it's there. If it's there, it's there. That's where it is. Cool, great. No pushing, no pulling, no squeezing, no nothing. If you need more balance, what you do is you turn on that lat muscle and you become more of a statue, and the leader can balance. Check this out. I'm going to let her balance. So, she's going to press right here. I'm going to follow her a little bit, take a step back or two to let me fall more, but don't let me drop. Good. Easy-ish, right? Bring me back. Bring me back. Easy-ish, right? Because I'm one rigid piece. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to get all wobbly on her. I'll catch myself if I fall. So, take a step off. Now, can she carry me? Kind of, come on, pick me back up. Why can't, right? It's a struggle. Anytime we need balance and we're relying on our partner, we just become more rigid, more firm, more locked in. And the leader will be able to balance you. Where it's a struggle is when the followers are trying to grab and pull and push and try to balance themselves. As a follower, do less. Do less. You can't drive the car. You have to rely on the driver to drive the car. Hard. It takes a lot of trust. That's why we're doing. So, we're going to practice some turns. Followers, all you're going to do is make a firm and open cup. No grabbing, a firm and open cup. Leaders, we're going to have 2 fingers in that cup. And followers, you're going to keep that elbow down and just go as slow. Oh, she's going ahead of me, isn't she? Yeah. Go as slow as the leader's turning. Leaders go super slow. Let them practice that sense of allowing and keeping the elbow down. Nice. Just as slow, just as slow. Not even bachata steps. Just whatever you got to do to get around. Bring the hand down, shuts down the turn. You get the other one up and around. 2 fingers in the cup once again. And then nice and slow all the way around. You can tell she started before I did, right? Just a little bit. What's that elbow doing? It's way up here. Yeah, that's right. So that's as a follower to everything you're going to be focusing on right now. Leaders, what we're going to be focusing on is letting this turn be flat. See, it's a flat circle around her, and it's all the way around her. Meaning if you're on the shorter side, you might have to put your elbow up. You might have to put your shoulder up. You might have to lean in. I don't care what you got to do. She doesn't care what you got to do. You got to make it comfortable for our followers. Think we need to rotate? Maybe? No? High five, rotate. We're going to practice a little bit. Now I'll be outside. So leaders, let's just start with the right-handed. Followers, you got the cup. Right hand only leaders. No bachata steps, just very, very slow turns. Followers, eyes closed. The hand you're not using goes to home. Goes to home. Very good. So we're going to give them the prep first, and we're going to pause there. Double check. Are they lifting their own elbows? Half of them aren't. So let's get there. We're going to look for 90 degrees in the elbow, 90 degrees off the body. And then, with those 2 fingers, we're just going to go nice and slow. Followers, you follow nice and slow. Nice and slow. Super slow. Super slow. Leaders, that better be above their forehead, otherwise you're going to punch them in the face. And then when the turn is done, you bring it down, shutting down the turn. Pick up the other hand with the left. And give them a prep. Nice and slow, making sure their elbows stay down, and very slowly go around. Very good, very good, very good. Just so, just so. And leaders, if you see one of those elbows coming up, just poke it a little bit. Say, hey, keep that elbow down. And then we switch back and forth, nice and slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You got to poke that elbow. Look at it. It's way up there. Say, hey, keep your elbow down. Very nice. And we switch. Very good. Keep going. Follows you. Just keep your eyes closed the whole time. Look at it. Look at that. No pulling, no pushing. Tell her what she's doing. She doesn't know. She is pushing. Oh. Okay. And let's high five and rotate. Leaders, your goal, if this is our ideal followers or our position for turn, is for it to look exactly the same no matter where they are in the middle of their turn. None of this kind of stuff. So, leave me in a sloppy turn, big height difference. Watch what I'm going to do. I was forced to do that, meaning he wasn't as good of a lead as he could have been. So now don't make me do that. Good, good, good. See, it's not where it needs to be because he's on the smaller side. So, that's the reality of it. It might not work out just because bodies are different, but your goal is to help the followers as much as possible so they don't have it. Then, followers, if you do get punched in the face, then maybe just drop uncaged, because that's a last resort. That's a last resort. We always want our leaders to accommodate our followers, not followers having to figure out how to come. Now, we're going to count very slowly and do very slow turns in these counts. Switching sides, left, right. Starting on prepping 3, 4, turn 4, 5. Left hand first. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, half of them didn't follow anymore, right? Yeah, You're ahead of the turn, right? Yeah, Let's reset. Here's what I mean. So here's what I saw. I'm going to show you what I saw. So just watch 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3. That was 1. Go ahead. 7, 8. 1, 2. That was another. Look at that. Look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, I know what you're trying. I'll just go above. But now it's messed up. That's the purpose. Thank you. That's the purpose of this exercise is do it. Just like we did. You don't lift the elbow. You don't try to turn. You let the turn go in front of you. You cannot follow something you are in front of. You let the turn go in front of you and catch up to it. See, it is in front of me. Let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, prep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, switch hands, basic, 1. 2, followers, just keep those elbows down. Keep the elbows down. 5, prep, 7, 8, good. 1, 2, 3, 5, switch hands. 1, 2, prep, 3, 4, 5, 6, much better. 1, 2, followers, elbows down. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and high 5 and rotate. Any questions on these turns for leaders or followers? We're going to put on a song, we're going to practice.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
The prep, you lift the hand like straight up this way.
Okay.
Or off the way?
Great question. Our question was for the prep for a turn. Do you lift the hand straight up or around your partner a little bit? Conceptually, who remembers how I define the prep or how you define it? Any remember?
There's a counter movement
Exactly.
before the main movement.
Fundamentally, the prep is an opposite motion kind of a thing. Meaning, if we're creating a rotational movement for the turn, the prep needs to be rotational in nature. Exactly. It needs to go around in the opposite direction, and then we can build up to that one. So this is, it'll work, but it's not as good as it could.
So it's kind of giving a bad signal too, because you're going up and you're known for like.
Exactly. So think one curve getting to the height of the turn. Meaning if I turn overhead, the prep is overhead. If I turn at the neck, it's at the neck. If I turn at the waist, it's at the waist. The prep is at the height of the turn. Good question. So we're going to put on a song. Leaders, you've got more options now. Side, side, forward, back, box, two-step, grooving, and now turns, as well as a merengue turn if you want to try that. And then that'll wrap us up. So, one more question before I start the music. Nothing? Here we go. Nice, long, slow song. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. As close as you can, follow. The hand that you don't have to next goes to home.
Es terrible predecir que te vas y no sabes el dolor que has dejado cuando en mí te has llevado la ilusión de que un día tú fueras solamente para mí o para mí. Muchas cosas han pasado, mucho tiempo, fue la duda y el rencor que despertamos al ver que no nos queríamos. No, yo no nos queríamos. Oh, no.
High, 5, and rotate. 1, 2, 3,
Tú sin
5,
mí, he quedado con
1.
amor. proyecto hecho con mucho amor y mucho cariño para mi público, para los que no son y para los que ya son. Saludos a la gerencia, Luis RedBear, mis amigos, Chanel, I got you.
And relax. So, it's getting better. It's definitely getting better. Leaders, what are you noticing?
Less delay.
Yes, less delay. What else?
Looks like fewer missed signals.
Your missed signals. What else?
I feel like the ladies are more comfortable and we're trusting them a little
Yes,
more.
much more comfort and trust, definitely. What else? What have you noticed? You don't know, that's fine.
Pressure, we don't pressure now.
Yeah, there's more pressure, there's more connection. What else are we noticing as followers? How are the turns? Easier, harder, smoother, definitely smoother. Much, they should be easier too for both roles. They should be easier as a follower, they should be easier. The lead take less energy, less thought, less kind of, oh shit, what's gonna happen? That's really the goal. To do anything quickly and with a lot of energy, number one is do it safely. Do it slowly. You can't do something slowly, you can't do it quickly. So we practice the world's slowest turn, the world's slowest bachata bass. As if you film me and you sped it up on 10 times speed, it looks like I'm just doing bachata. There's really just micro movements and balance. If I sped this up, this would look like a really fast normal bachata. I'm not one step waiting, it's just slowing down everything. Practice your bachata that way, practice your steps that way, practice your turns that way, practice your body movement that way. You can do it slowly, you can do it quick.
So you were having us do this most of the time.
Mhm.
When you switch to this,
Mhm.
just right because that's your signal back and forth.
Kind of, but not really. Different handholds have different purposes. The one we introduced first, the palm to palm, this is a very traditional as well as sensual hold. This is a very frame heavy hold, so we can use it for a lot of big frame movements. So that's why traditional sensual really like it. It's a big pressure, connection, pressing into each other. The finger connection is a tension connection. We've got that counterbalance. This is very useful for a lot of turn patterns. This is more of a salsa type hold because guess what the follower has to do? They keep the cup, 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 they do literally nothing. And so it just makes life easier. And because it is a cup, there's not really a chance I'm going to slip out of it anymore. Whereas if we do this turn, okay, I might slip off. And look at all the angling and weird stuff I got to do with my wrist to make it comfy, and I might slip it somewhere. So that's why it's all about these techniques are making it easier, making it smoother and easier. You don't want to have to do more. And then the last hand hold, this is going to be a very traditional hand hold. This is going to be that forearm grip. This is useful for a lot of arm movements, as well as some body manipulation, leading into footwork, that kind of stuff. So we want to be intentional about the hand hold we use. If I'm doing just a lot of turns back and forth, I'm going to live here. If I'm doing a lot of body movement, I'm going to live here. If I'm doing a very traditional song, I'm going to live there. So we use them, they are tools.
You're going to switch back and forth in the same
All the time, yeah. All the time. Generally, if the prep is 7/8 or 3/4, when do we want to do the hands? 1, 2, or 5, 6. So let's say I've got the palms and I want to do a turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Spread things out. Who here eats butter on toast? Most people have, right? You take, toast to toast and put the butter right in the middle and down the hatch. No, you spread it out all over the bread. Do the same thing with your moves. Spread it out. Wherever there's bread without butter, you spread it out. Spread it out. Spread it out. It doesn't make sense. Like, all right, I'm going to do a basic. Turn. All in that tiny little fraction. Well, you've got 4 counts. Heck, you've got 8 counts. Spread it out. Good. Just like when you drive on a freeway. I'm in lane 1, my exit's in lane 5 on whatever freeway you got around here. Well, if you go to the city, you got 5 lanes. Are you going to wait until the exit to merge across? No. All right, coming up in a mile, I'm going to start merging. Time for 2 more questions. That is the challenge. Is being firm in the right places and soft in the right places. So generally, wherever the leader is connected, you want to, number one, match them. If they are fluid, you are fluid. If they are rigid, you are rigid. But ultimately, you're trying to get a signal that they are. So that part's got to be rigid. But everything else can be really fluid. That arm can be blah, 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 blah. Your core can be all fluid. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. I thought I closed that cap. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. So, yes, that is the challenge, is being firm in the right places and soft in the right places. The same how on these turns, this cup needs to be firm, but the arm needs to be relatively down. Why? Here, try to pull me over there. Without grabbing me, no grabbing. Come on, why can't you do it? Come on! She can't because my fingers are sad and floppy. But instead, if I become firm, right? Easy, no problem. That is a challenge to follow. Is being firm in the right places. One more question or comment.
I was thinking earlier, like you stepping, the ball of the feet, does that refer to, it didn't refer to just that toe ball, it's like a whole horizontal section.
One question. Let's imagine this is my foot. His question is, where's the ball of the foot? What does that refer to? This is my foot with very long toes. That's the heel, that's the arch. This is the ball of the foot. It's that joint. And when we step, we actually step slightly in front and roll over the ball as we press into the ground. So we don't just step flat on the ball of the foot, we step slightly in front and roll over it as we press. Stepping in front and rolling over the ball of the foot. Great way you can develop this is pretend these are stairs and you're walking upstairs. You're walking upstairs. You're going to get in front of that ball and push. In front of that ball and push. In front of that ball and push. And notice my height, nothing's happening. We're not bouncing around. Great question. Is there any of this you would like on a video? We didn't really do any patterns, which I honestly prefer. I like giving you guys kind of meat that you can use all the time instead of a pattern that you just use in time. Yes. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So we can do, let's see, I'm going to make a little bit of a pattern on how you can combine these turns. Let me just think of it first before we video. So we started here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We'll skip that. We'll go 1, 2, 3. Just watch, just watch. I got to think about it first. And then 5, I'm going to catch her back. This is the thing we should have mentioned. Follows, as soon as you feel this, that's your cue to get that elbow up because you're going into closed position. So then we'll be in closed position. We're going to drop the hand, do the merengue turn, 1, and then we go back in open position. From there, anything else you want to see? Maybe some body movement kind of stuff, do a slow part of a song. So let's have everyone over here with their cameras. Who would like to volunteer to help me? Alright, so I'm going to count 3, 2, and when I don't say 1, that's when we go. I'm just going to wait until I see phones up as well as I can. Alright, so we got open position, a little bit of grooving. We got turn, we got counter pressure. 3, 2. Here is a simple pattern that hits all the ideas that we learned today in our class, all about connection, training, and what it means to lead and follow. We're going to start with the regular or basic. 1, 2. We're going to prep with this hand, going around our followers. 3. You want to look for their frame to turn just a little bit. We're aiming for 90 degrees. Followers are going to keep a firm and open cup, no grabbing, firm and open cup. Here's we're going to have 2 fingers in that cup. This is the shape, 2 fingers in the cup. We're going to be around our partner. And then we're going to skirt all the way around their head. 5, 6, we come down, 7, 8. We want to go in a closed position. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for her spine. 5, as soon as I see it, I connect. 6, as soon as she feels that, she lifts her elbow. 7, boom, we're in closed position. For this particular demo, we're going to release this hand because we're doing merengue turn with counterbalance. So now we add a little bit of counterbalance. I lean back, she leans back like a V shape. Whoop, our whole body. 1, do a little bit of prep in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Other ideas about close position, we want to keep this level, not down. That's dropping our dinner, so sad, take it back up. Second idea, you want to turn on the lat muscle, meaning followers don't let the leaders lift your arms, turn that on, don't let the arms go up. Oh, there we go, good. Anytime we're connected, that is on, but you're not squeezing, it's rest with downward energy, just turning the lat muscles on. Then from here, we can do some body movement, we can go back into open position and start over again. We're going to turn on a song with a couple of 8 counts of grooving. Anytime there's no bachata beat, you do not step bachata. You can just do body movement in place. Then we'll do those steps from different positions and different variations. Let me find our next song. Here we go. No bachata beat. So just groove. Here, no grabbing, maximum pressure. Pressure. Turn on those lat muscles. Good. How instant it is because she has lat muscles on and frame. Good, very nice. Hopefully you guys appreciate it, you got a lot out of it. I didn't want to charge you guys for this because it is super last minute and I don't want to add it or storing it. If you did appreciate it, buy some earplugs. I got 25 of them. So they go for 25 or 20 bucks. There's 3 sizes, all in the case. You get a waterproof case. My personal pair, I've worn for 2 years. They last. I watched you can watch them in the silicone case, and they're not too strong. It's a 23 decibel filter. So it's not so strong you can't hear the music, you can't, whatever. There's a little box down there with the QR code, and I think like 4 or 5 in there. If they run out, I got more. Just scan the code, show me a pin, I'll give you a pin. So if you want some, get some. If not, just please learn and share the knowledge. That's really what matters. Thank you all. Thank you, Dan. Oh, one thing I left. Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. That does help quite a bit. And that's all RedBear.
And your QR code is for your Facebook?
I don't have that on this show. I do have it in the information point. The QR code is my website.
It's just a RedBear, not Rudy RedBear?
Rudy RedBear is a more personal one. RedBear Dance is a dance company. So that's where I do most of it. So that's what
Okay. Thank you so much.
Let Pete and Carmen know, because if you guys like this method of teaching, we're talking about possibly having me out here for a weekender where I just do a whole weekend of this kind of stuff. So if you're interested, let them know, and then I'll see you that. And do let me know what you thought about it. If you like stuff, if you didn't like